So today we'll see the practical of ADDS trust. Okay. In previous sessions, we'll talk about already the trust um, theory. Okay, and then today we'll see the practical. So I already set up the three servers. Okay, so I'll showing you the other three servers. Server 1, server 2, and server 3. Okay, the server 1 is my PDC. Okay, and we'll go for server 2 and server 3 as per the requirements, as per the trust requirements. Okay, so we'll make this. So now let's start with the paint first. So first we'll do parent child trust practical. Okay, how we can create parent child trust. Okay, parent child. Okay, so for that what we need two domain networks. Number one PDC, and second is we need CDC. Okay, so this is, we can go for PDC. Over there is abc.local. Okay, and we'll create CDC. Over there is cdc1.abc.local, like this. Okay, cdc1.abc.local. Okay, now we'll connect these two physically and logically, and then we'll see the trust relationship. Okay, okay, so this is the topology we can follow. Okay, so once I create CDC, okay, under my parent. Okay, so what happens in that case, between these two domain networks, the parent child trust is automatically created. Okay, this is the first practical we need to do. Okay, so now let's go for that. So first I have a server. So this is server 1 is my PDC, as I already told you. Okay, so I just log in with my PDC first. I hope it's working. Yes, abc.local. Okay, so I'll go for abc at admin 23. Okay, so it's logging perfectly. So this is my abc.local PDC, PDC domain network. Okay, or PDC domain controller. Now I just minimize this and I go to the server 2. I make server 2 as a child. Okay, so I make server 2 as child domain controller. So I log in with the server 2 first. Okay, it's already logged in. Okay, it's already logged in. So let's create this server as a child. So before I create the things, I just check first whether this server is able to ping with my parent one. So abc.local and hit on enter. So as you can see that it's pinging properly. Okay, with the name. So my DNS is working. Now I'll just go for ncpa.cpl2 and I configure the DNS address also. Alternate DNS address is with this, but it's the second DNS server, as you can see that. So go for 100.0.0.3. The first DNS server is my parent one, and second is my child one. So we have two DNS servers now. Okay. So now I mentioned this server address in the alternate DNS server. Now I'm going to create this server as a child domain controller. Okay, so simple click on add rules. Now going to install AD services and DNS services. Now automatic restart enabled. Yes, and install. Okay. So it's going to install Active Directory services and DNS services. Okay, so as you can see that the installation is succeeded now. Now just click on promote this server to a domain controller. I make this server as a child domain, so I just choose second option. Over there we have a child domain, and now I need to define my parent name and the child name which I want to give, and click on change over there. Now over there I can define my parent credentials, parent domain credentials. So I just use parent domain credentials over there and click on next. Okay. Now they ask me DSRM password. So first I give their DSRM password. Okay, and that also we can install global catalog. So global catalog is optional. Okay, so Microsoft recommends you that we need at least one global catalog in the whole forest. We already have a global catalog running in PDC. Okay, but if you want to install global catalog over there, you can. If you don't want to install, just uncheck this option. Okay, I have only means Microsoft recommends you that we have at least one global catalog is running. So global catalog is already running in the PDC. So I don't want to install again. Okay, I don't want to. Means you can say that go for another global catalog. Okay, so now just simply click on next. Okay, delegation is configured automatically. Click on next. Now it's take netbar's domain name. And that is CDC1. Now click on next. Okay. Now it will give you the database folders and everything. Okay. Now it's summary, and now it checks the prerequisites. If everything is fine, it's highlight this install option, install button. Okay, so prerequisite check successfully. Now click on install. So now it's going to install CDC on server 2. Okay, so as you can see that the domain controller is created now. Okay, now this server is becoming a CDC already. Now I'll showing you how where your domain and where your trust is created. Okay, so we'll check because it's a parent child domain, because I already told you between the parent child trust is automatically created. Okay, so let's see once it's restart. So I'll showing you whether the trust is created or not. Okay, so it's login now. So now let's go for that. So I go to log just login in my CDC. So as you can see that. So I give the password. So I log in with the CDC. Now how we can see the trust relationships. Okay, so we have a component name, domain and trust, Active Directory domain and trust. So go to start, Windows Administrative Tools. Over there we have the option Active Directory domain and trust. Let's click on that, domain and trust. Through this, we'll see all the trust relationships. So as you can say that we have a abc.local parent one, and then after that we have a cdc1.abc.local. So if right now I'm in CDC on CDC domain controller, so I'll right click on that on CDC and go to properties, and you can see that if I click on trust, so as you can see that abc.local is a parent. They're showing me. Now if I click on this and click on properties, so they're showing me this domain is cdc1.abc.local and the parent domain is abc.local, and the type of trust is parent child trust. Okay, and it's a direction of trust is two-way, and it's a transitivity of trust is transitive. So it means that this is the transitive trust, because I already told you by default all the trusts are transitive. means A is equal to B is equal to C, so C is equal to automatically A. Okay, like if you have a domain A, domain B, and domain C, if you trust domain A to domain B and domain B to domain C, so you do not want to trust C to A. Okay, it's automatically trusted with each other. Okay, so that is what that is what we have a transitive. Two-way means both the domains simultaneously send and receive the resources. Okay, so that's what we have a two-way. So the direction of trust is two-way, and the trust by default is transitive. So this is the by default trust which is automatically created. Okay, understand Sai, Teja, and Teja till now, right? Okay, great. So this is what we have a parent-child trust. So parent-child trust is automatically created. Now, as you can see that, like if I want to manage my right now I'm in my child domain controller. As you can see that I right now I'm in server two. So server two is my child domain controller. If I'm going to manage my parent through child, so it's not possible. Remember these things also. With the help of child domain controller, I'm not able to do anything on parent domain controller. I'll showing you. See, if I open over there, AD users and computers. Imagine. Okay, I open it using computers, and now if I'm trying to connect over there with my parent domain controller, so I just right click on that, and we go for change domain over there. Okay, and go to browse. Now I want to access abc.local and click on OK, and click on OK. Now you can see that I'm able to access abc.local user and computers. But if I am trying to do anything, see, if I try to create any users, right click on that. So there is no option, there is no new option is there. So it means that I'm not able to edit anything. Like if I right click on this, and if I try to go to properties, so you can see that I'm able to see everything. As you can see that, see, I'm able to see everything. Okay, but I'm not able to modify anything. Okay, because child domain controller doesn't have a rights to manage parent domain controller. Okay, if I do vice versa, like imagine if I close this, and if I go to my parent one now, I minimize this, I open my parent domain controller. Right now, as you can see, I'm in server one. Okay, and I log in this server one first. So right now I'm in parent domain controller. I go to start, admin tools, and go for AD users and computers. Now I'm trying to manage with the help of parent domain controller. I'm going to manage child domain controller, AD users and computers. So I just right click on that. We have the option change domain. Okay, and click on change, click on browse. Just expand it. Over there they're showing me cdc1.abc.local, and click on OK, and click on OK again. So now you can see that right now I'm in my child domain controller, and if I'm trying to create the user over there, right click, and you can see that I'm able to go for that. So it means with the help of parent domain controller, parent domain network, I'm able to access and modify also, edit, modify, delete anything we will do with the help of parent domain controller to child domain controller. So if I click on users, I'm trying to create user one. You can see that I'm going for user one. First name, logon name, give the password. I give user cannot change password, password never expired, these two permissions, and click on next and finish. Okay, so now you can see that I successfully create user one in child domain controller. So if I close it, okay, and if I check in my child domain controller, I go to server two, I open active directory users and computers. So you can see that, see, the user one is created successfully. So it means that with the help of parent domain controller, I'm able to modify, edit anything in the child domain controller. But with the help of child domain controller, I'm not able to edit, modify anything in the parent. I'm able to access the parent, okay, but I'm not able to edit and modify anything on the parent domain controller. Understand both of you, Sai, Teja, and Teja? So how I can access it with the help of trust. If trust is not there, we're not able to do these things. Okay, understood? Sai, Teja, and Teja, right? Clear? Okay, that's great. Now I'll showing you how to create shortcut trust. Okay, so for shortcut trust, I need to create another CDC. Okay, so let's create another CDC now. So I have a server three, as you can see that. I open server three now. I open console and open. So I log in with the server three, and I make this server as a child domain controller two. Okay, it's already logged. Okay, so let's start with the things. First, I need to define properly IP address. Okay, I go to properties and IPv4. Over there, we can define 100.0.0.3. 3 is also my DNS server, and we have another DNS server is 4. So I go for advanced, click on DNS and click on add 100.0.0.4. Okay, and click on add. So now right now we have 3 DNS servers. One is my parent, third is my child 1, and fourth is my child 2. Okay, 4 is this server. Server 3 IP address is 4. So I'm making this server as a child 2. Okay, I'm going to create second child DC. Okay, so let's see how we can create the shortcut trust. So like if they're showing me the diagram, so what we can do, we have, like, imagine I have another DC, another domain network. Okay, and that's what we have a CDC2. Okay, so this is my CDC2 dot abc dot local. Okay, now this also connect with the parent one, of course. Okay, and over there also we have a parent child relationship, trust relationship. Okay, so over there also we have running parent child. Okay, and over there also PDC, parent and child trust is running. Okay, fine, and we can create trust between these two CDCs also. Okay, so that trust is known as a shortcut trust. So I create one shortcut trust too. Okay, so we already discussed about these things in the previous lecture as a theory. Okay, so this is the shortcut. So I'm going to create the shortcut trust. Okay, so for that, how many DCs how we need two CDCs. Okay, so now let's follow this diagram. So I open again. Now right now I'm in my server 3. Okay, now I make my server 3 as a CDC2. Okay, so as you can see that it's login now. Okay, it's restarted successfully. So now I just log in with this on the server, my child CDC2 now. Now you can see that I just successfully log in. Now I go to start and go to Windows admin tools, and over there we have the option again, domain and trust. Now I can see now ABC has two child domains, child 1 and child 2. Now if I click on child 2 and go to properties and click on trust, so as you can see that child 2 also has a parent abc.local. If I click on that, go to properties. So as you can see that two-way trust is created and the trust is transitive, and this is the parent-child trust. As you can see, they're showing you it's a parent-child trust. Okay, so these two parent-child trust is created, as you can see that if in the scenario, you can say that parent-child trust between Okay, so as you can see that that the PDC between PDC to CDC1, parent-child is created, and PDC to CDC2 also parent-child trust is created. Now I'm going to create a shortcut trust between CDC1 to CDC2. So go to start, admin tools, go to domain and trust. Okay, and now as you can see that I just click on CDC1. Okay, and go to properties and click on trust. Now click on new trust. Okay, click on next. Now I want to give CDC2 over there, cdc2.abc.local. Click on next again. Now that I want to make this trust as a two-way trust, click on next. Okay, now both this domain and the specified domain, click on next. Now define the go for CDC2 slash administrator. Now go for, I'm sorry, the here is this one. Okay, now go for ABC at 123. Yes. Now, as you can see that the trust selection completed. Okay. So the type of trust is shortcut trust. So I'm going to create trust between CDC1 to CDC2. Now click on next. Okay. Now, okay, click on next now. Now, do you want to confirm the outgoing trust? Yes, I want to confirm the outgoing trust. Now, do you want to confirm the incoming trust? Yes, I want to confirm the incoming trust. Click on next and click on finish. So as you can see that if I click on now as you can see that CDC2 has a shortcut trust with CDC1. Like if I click on this and go to properties, so as you can see that they're showing me this domain is cdc1.abc.local and the other domain is cdc2.abc.local and the trust type is shortcut. Okay, and it's a two-way trust and a transitive trust. Understood? So like this we can create the shortcut trust. Fine. Understood how we can create the shortcut trust, right? Clear? So today we'll see two types of trust: practical, parent-child, and parent-child, and yeah, we need to check it. Like if I see that, like if I go for admin tools and go for domain and trust, okay, and let's see whether the trust is changed to one way to two way or two way to one way. Like this, if I go to properties, okay, so we can go for that. Like you can say that we have a no, we're not able to change it after that. Once you create the trust, the you know you're not able to change it. Okay, two way to one way. So if you want to change it, you need to delete this trust and create it again. Okay, so in that case, you can choose one way over there. Either you can go for one way incoming or outgoing anywhere. Understood, Teja? Okay, so we're not able to change it. Okay, so that's what we have a lab. Okay, how to create shortcut trust and parent child trust. Understood? Okay, fine. So that's it for the session. Okay, thank you.